Hello everyone, welcome. This is Dr. Anita Saha, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Government Digvijay PG Autonomous College, Rajnandgaon, under the jurisdiction of Hemchand Yadav Vishwavidyalaya, Durg. Today I am here to give you an introduction to The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner. Now let us discuss about the life and works of William Faulkner. William Faulkner was born in New Albany in the state of Mississippi on 25th of September 1897. He was the eldest of the four sons of Marie Faulkner and Maud, whose marriage was a love marriage. Marie Faulkner was a hard drinking man, and Maud, after marrying him, was completely cut off from her family. Maud's mother never liked Marie Faulkner, and even after 4 years of their marriage, she did not consider her to be married. Because he was not in good terms with the father, William Faulkner was attached to the mother more. The mother, who had an interest in literature, William Faulkner's artistic taste was also from the books of his mother's on literature, like of Mark Twain or Dickens or even Shakespeare. William Shakespeare started writing poetry at an early age. In the age of 17 only, he wrote his first collection of poems. The grandmother, the maternal grandmother, to whom he called Damodie, she as well as the paternal grandmother, both of them, they died in 1907, and it was a great loss not only for William Faulkner but all the four sons, all his rest of the three brothers. And he memorized her death, her funeral in The Sound and the Fury also, and also its impact on a group of children. In 1950, he received the National Book Award, and in the same year, he was also nominated for Nobel Prize for Literature. And after 1 year, in 1951, he went to accept the Nobel Prize, where he gave the Nobel Prize speech, which at that time was not that clear to the audience as he was heavily drunk. His voice was not clear, but next day when it got published in the newspaper, then the people came to know what an important speech it was, and later on it became one of his best known works. And finally, the journey of this prolific writer ends on 6th of July 1962. Now here are his major novels. He wrote short stories, poetries, prose also, but he was most famous for his novels. The third novel, Sartoris, which was his first famous novel, that was published in 1929, and in the same year, The Sound and the Fury was also published. Then As I Lay Dying in 1930, then Sanctuary in 1931, Light in August in 1932, Absalom in 1936, Go Down Moses in 1942, and then two more works came. Now the background of the novel, we will be discussing what are the backgrounds for writing The Sound and the Fury. The Sound and the Fury, as many critics have remarked, is an autobiographical novel. Faulkner has tried to put himself in the form of Benji, Quentin, or sometimes even Jason. He has himself mentioned it that he has tried to put a bit of himself into the portrayal of Benji, Benjamin Compson, much more of himself in his portrayal of Quentin, who was the eldest son of the Compsons, and something of his own father into the portrayal of Jason, who was a mean, angered guy. The failure of the parents also was reflected in this in this novel, in the form of Faulkner's, in the form of Compson's. Mr. Compson and Mrs. Compson. The portrayal of Caddy. Caddy was the daughter, the only daughter of Compson's, but in real life, Faulkner's were 4 sons, but here he has replaced one son with Caddy, the daughter, and through this way he is trying to fill the gap, that vacuum in his own heart that he could not fulfill in his real life. Caddy was a sister of his own imagination which was never fulfilled, and the daughter in his real life, his own younger daughter and the only alive daughter, Jill. Jefferson, the place where the Compsons lived, that was much like his own place, Faulkner's own place, birthplace, Oxford, Mississippi. His father was like Mr. Compson, who was a hard-drinking, bitter man. Now here is the character list. Mr. Jason Compson, who was the head of Compson family. He belonged to a rich family, his grandfather being a governor, his father being a general, but some way he was not able to live up to the status of the family. He was a heavily drinking man. Then there was Mrs. Caroline Compson. Though she was not from that rich past as Jason Compson, she was always reminded by Jason that she was not from a well-to-do family. She was not a caring mother. She was not able to take the responsibility of the kids, and she always used to shift this responsibility to the black servant, Dilsey. Then there was Quentin Compson, the eldest of Mr. Jason Compson. He was a brilliant guy. Mrs. Compson wanted to send him to Harvard. He was also sent there, but finally, in the first year only, he was drowned. He was very much attached to Caddy, like Benji, and he was also having some incestuous feelings towards Caddy. He was disheartened by her relationships with other guys, and the loss of the family's reputation he could not bear, and he was drowned. Caddy Compson. Caddy was like a mother to Quentin and Benji in the childhood, but as she grew older, in her youth, she was not a good girl. She was a promiscuous girl. She fled with somebody, gave birth to an illegitimate child, and she was the reason for Quentin's committing suicide. There was Jason Compson, the second brother, the second son of Mr. and Mrs. Compson. Jason was a mean guy who was not proud of the family's rich past, and soon after the mother's, Mrs. Caroline Compson's death, he sold the old family house. Then there was Benjamin Compson, who is also called Benji. On his birth, he was named Maury Compson, but soon the parents realized that there was something wrong with this name, and they changed his name to Benjamin. But that was not sufficient, and there was a problem with the child. In the present age, in 1928, April 1928, in the novel, we see that Benji is celebrating his 33rd birthday, but he behaves like a child. He was insane, and he is all the time in the memory of his own childhood and Carrie. Then there was Maury Bascom, who was a brother of Mrs. Caroline Compson, and who was feeding with the support of Mr. Jason Compson. He was also a drunkard. Then there was Dilsey, a black servant, a maid servant, who used to take care of all the Compson's children. She was an honest servant. She had three sons of of her own. Uh, Lester was the son who was to take care of Benji. He was most important character. He was all the time behind Benji. His duty was to take care of him. Then there was Miss Quentin. Miss Quentin was Caddy's illegitimate daughter who was brought up by the Compsons, and she was like Caddy, a promiscuous girl. She also fled with all the money of Jason Compson with some guy at the end of the novel. After this character list, in the next video we'll be dealing with the summary of the novel and the rest of the topics to be dealt in this work. Thank you.